everybody, and welcome to another new Let's Play with the dearest of friends. And this one's extra special because we're playing Icewind Dale Enhanced Edition, and I'm playing it with the people I played Dungeons & Dragons with. Dear friends, if you would please say hello and introduce yourselves.
It's me, DarknessConcept. I'm playing Oothgharte, my half-orc assassin.
Up here at the top, other dear friend.
I am Reginald, fighter mage of evilness.
That's
my bear
ChadTheSweet
companion Bigsby, who eats children.
He does.
Mitchell,
dear friend ChadTheSweet.
Nope,
who I believe
I'm
should...
Reginald.
Mitchell, I would like to address the denizens of the internet, if I might.
Please, of course.
Let me tell you an extra reason why this is exciting, because everybody loves Baldur's Gate and the Icewind Dale games and all of that, but I've actually never played any of them. So it's super exciting for me to be about to play an Infinity Engine game with the two guys that I play Dungeons & Dragons with. Because I grew up playing Eye of the Beholder and Stonekeep and Lands of Lore, but I've never played this kind of RPG. And I'm super, super, super happy.
It was interesting because a lot of people are like that. They either played the first-person dungeon crawlers or they played the isometric Infinity Engine games. And Chad and I both played the isometric Infinity Engine games. So we've always had that shared sexual bond. And now you and I will have that shared sexual bond as well.
I'm thrilled.
So just a little, do you guys want to give like our backstories?
Sure.
Because part of this we're going to be playing kind of in character like we play our regular D&D games. So Oothgharte, you're at the top. I think you should start.
Okay, so Oothgharte is a half-orc thief slash assassin slash rogue slash ranger slash all-around stealthy brooding pain in the butt. He likes ropes. He likes hiding in the dark. So we played D&D in the Faerun setting or the Forgotten Realms setting. So right. Oothgharte was the byproduct of a Orog raiding party. Orog are deep orcs. So he's actually half deep orc, meaning his skin is a little darker than normal and his vision out in the sun is a little worse than normal. His village was raided by an Orog raiding party. His mother, who is human, was raped, and they were cast out of their village because she decided to keep the abomination that was, a half Orog child. So, he was raised in Baldur's Gate, was a street child, stole. So even though he's now a big hulking half-orc, he still behaves like a thief because that's what he grew up doing. So he's kind of bad at it because he's big and lumbering, but he tries real hard.
He does try real hard. So Dogan's backstory is not nearly as interesting. It's pretty much just Dogan is a goody two-shoes. He's lawful good and grew up in the Underdark, hating it because, lawful good don't get you nowhere in the Underdark. And so he decided to seek the world with the bright sun, even though it is harsh on his skin and eyes. And since Oothgharte is half
Orog.
I can't think of the word. Yeah, Orog. Dogan found himself immediately drawn to his kindred spirit that he saw underground all the time. And adventuring ensues.
So we're friends.
We are friends. So in regular D&D, I play Dogan as what I call a spell sword because bard sounds lame. But in 5th edition, bards are actually pretty good for once. But there's no option for anything like that in this. So he's just a fighter. He lost his magical abilities through unknown reasonings.
But he still doesn't have a thing.
So this third character is just Elena because we needed a cleric. And off the cuff, she's actually a magical flesh golem that we found who's just following us around because we're her masters. We got an enchantment spell cast on her so she looks like a person. But that's why she doesn't talk or do anything other than cast healing spells.
Do flesh golems have control rods?
Yes. This one does.
Ooh, I see Reginald. Reginald is next.
Tell us about Reginald.
So Reginald, in this iteration played by Vigo the Carpathian, is
you are like NPC. The buzzing of flies to him.
He is Reginald.
He's one of the NPCs I made in a campaign that was extremely annoying and just was kind of a pain in the butt generally. You guys remember what he did? I don't even remember.
He was the like guard of the town we managed.
Yeah, he was some sort of person of importance in our town. See, Chad
like
is a really good DM, so we actually had a town that we managed in our campaign that had all of these like really interesting mechanics. Yeah, but Reginald was a doofus that was like always bossing us around.
Basically, he was just a complete idiot. He kept trying to get people to pay for things with Reginald bucks, which is like his own currency that he created. And at some point, he managed to team up with Bigsby, who was actually one of Mitchell's pets at one point. Who was a large bear in the campaign, who started out kind of lawful good and then pretty quickly descended into chaotic evil.
Reginald
eating all the children in the town. Yeah. So now Bigsby serves as Reginald's war mount, and there will be more about that soon in some tabletop.
Dope.
Awesome. So with all of that said, let's get started, guys.
Here we go. We're holding hands in our mind as we press start, right?
Through our telekinetic powers.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Our tale begins here, in the quiet fishing village of Easthaven, one of the so-called 10 towns of Icewind Dale. The tiny community is hardly a town, but rather a collection of ramshackle huts crowded together upon the icy shores of Lake Dineshire. Here, within a dimly lit tavern, a group of travelers sit huddled around a table, swapping tales and making grand plans for the future, completely unaware of the part they are to play in the events that are about to unfold.
So much nostalgia just hit me.
I may not make everyone happy, but I'll keep us alive.
So my prologue is just quiet now. Should I click done?
Yep.
What's this? New face in town, eh? Well met, stranger. The name is Hrothgar, originally of Hillsfar. But now, after years of traveling up, down, and under Faerun, I am content to call this town my home. Who might you be?
You don't want to go under Faerun, by the way. Hey, who in our group is going to control dialogue? Mitchell, you want to grab that?
I think you have it.
Yeah, I think you
It says, "Greetings, Hrothgar. My name is Oothgharte."
Oh, so I think Oothgharte would say, "Who I am is none of your concern."
What is
I
up
think
to
you
you?
would too.
A spirited one, eh? I like that. Well, whatever your business in these parts might be, I would offer you this small piece of advice. While you're in my town, you'd do well to be on your best behavior. These folk are under my protection, and anyone who would seek to do harm to them in any way shall answer to me. That said, I'll let you get back to your cups. I'm sure you've had a long journey, and you'll find there's no better way to shake off the cold of the road than by downing a few mugs of Grisella's best. And if you're in need of lodging, I would recommend talking to Quimby over at the Snowdrift Inn over on the east side of town. Equipment and supplies can be purchased next door at Pomab's Emporium. Pomab's prices are a bit high, even for a Kalashite. But you'd be better off well-equipped and short of coin than the other way around. Ill-prepared travelers don't last long in these parts. Once you've had a chance to rest up and get your bearings, come by and see me at my house. It's just a couple doors west of here. There's some business I would discuss with you. Farewell.
So a couple of doors west of here. All right, now remember, guys, I don't know how to play Infinity Engine games, so I'm probably going to need some help.
Well, I think first and foremost, we should probably go get equipment.
I think first and foremost, Bigsby's stuck in the corner. So we did a little bit of finagling. Obviously, you're not supposed to be able to play as a gigantic bear.
Let me walk outside and see if that drags Bigsby with us. How do I go outside? Okay, so now on my screen, guys, I'm outside. Are you guys not seeing that? You guys are inside?
Right.
We can split the
So-
party, basically.
Oh,
Even though
no.
you shouldn't.
Done.
So is Bigsby actually stuck?
Yeah, he's actually stuck.
Oh, no.
I guess we can kill him and bring him back later when we have a lot more money.
Oh, before you kill him, Mitchell, take a look at his inventory, just for fun.
Mitchell, you have to report on what you see. Because I can't see.
It's a bunch of dead cats. So Caleb, press the I key for inventory and then click on Bigsby. You can't interact with his inventory, but you can see it. Just to give you some perspective, it's 360 pounds of dead cats.
That sounds about right. So I noticed that Chad has starting equipment, but I do not.
Yeah, I bought mine earlier.
Okay, so Chad or Mitchell, me and you, I guess, need to go get equipment.
Yeah.
So we can resurrect Bigsby at some point later on.
Sounds good.
All right, so we need to go to Pomab's Emporium. Maybe we
Don't
should
forget
sell all those dead cats.
Only one of them drops. The rest of them were permanently his.
Gotcha. And I believe Pomab's Emporium is right over here.
Agreed.
I'll open the door for you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Hello,
I'm having trouble.
Pomab.
How do I move the? Oh, there we go. Okay.
I
just
am
get
not
used to the
permitted
controls.
to initiate dialogue, so you'll have to initiate the dialogue, Caleb.
So I click on the shopkeeper.
Yeah.
Now,
What is this? More barbarians come to my shop? No doubt with nothing to barter with but more wolf pelts and polished stones. Very well, let us get this over with. What do you want?
let's just avoid confrontation.
Well, now we have no idea what you're picking, Caleb. The screen just disappears, so you may want to read it or say number 2
I'll read it
or
next time I
something.
say it. Gotcha. I'll read it next time I say it. So you be
And I would
Pomab
like
again.
to see some coin before I go to the trouble of showing you my wares. I have no patience for those who are just browsing.
There's no need to be rude. I assure you I intend to buy. Now, may I see your wares?
How dare you speak to me in such a manner? Do you know who I am?
No, but I'm sure you're going to tell me.
I am Pomab Ag Azmir, Royal Diplomatic Envoy of Kalabshan, and appointed overseer of the northern caravan routes.
This guy's reminded me of Reginald. Oh, I
Dogan's
see.
rolling
Your
his
appearance
eyes.
your appearance as a lowly shopkeep is just a clever disguise to throw off any would-be assassins. Am I right?
Your poor attempt at sarcasm is an obvious sign of your lowly birth. He turns his nose up. I'll have you know that I am third cousin of the Pasha himself, not to mention a royal courtier in good standing.
Now what should we say? Let's just get this over with. My apologies. I did not mean to offend.
Yes, well, where I am from, one would normally be beaten for such insolence. Be thankful that I am a merciful man. Now, what can I do for you?
I'd like to see what you have for sale. Okay. So let's see. I guess the cost is to the right of it.
Yeah, it's not letting me interact with him.
I think that option has to be enabled by Caleb.
What do I do?
Is it under settings, or is it in the?
I don't know if you might have to do it before we start the game.
What do you mean? There were no options for anything like that that I saw.
There's an option that says can spend party gold, can start dialogue.
Well, I'll tell you what. We can mess with all that later. Right now, if you'll just grab me, assuming we have the money. Where's plate armor? How much is plate armor?
There is no plate armor for sale in this town.
Gotcha. So chainmail it is then.
Okay.
I think Splint is the second highest.
Gotcha.
So you want chainmail, Mitchell?
What's better, chainmail or splint? I'm not familiar with them.
The Caleb armor class in this works opposite of regular D&D. The lower the armor class, the harder you are to hit.
So this one's Thaco based.
Chain and splint both appear to have an armor class of 3. What is that? What is that parenthetical 3 next to chainmail, splint mail?
That's conditional. So, like, if you get attacked with like slashing weapons or piercing weapons, it will do different amounts.
I
Which
guess what
one's
I'm
the
asking is, in the
cheapest?
context of this store, what does the parenthetical 3 next to the item mean?
So, splint mail, armor class 4. It has armor class 3 against piercing and missiles, and a 2 against crushing. So its worst attribute is 4.
But that's not what I'm asking. Is parenthetical 3 the armor class of the item or something else? Say, the amount he has for sale.
Oh, that's probably the number for sale. Right-click the item and you can see the description.
Oh, gotcha.
Armor class 5, 3v slashing, 7v crushing, requires 8 strength. You got 8 strength, girl?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's probably going to want that splint mail.
Okay, so
Is
we're gonna
chainmail
buy
not
that.
better?
Chainmail is
No.
worse than splint mail.
Okay. It's been a long time since I played this, and without
I
looking at
want
like, I remember what they
dagger.
look like. Assuming we have the money for it, I need 2 sets of armor.
What do you want for the second one?
Same thing, or the worse option. I mean, whatever we can afford, because all of our gold is shared.
We have 650, so we should be able to afford it.
And then
Okay.
if I can get 2 long swords and 2 mace. I like dual wielding.
While you guys have been down here, I went upstairs and stole a bunch of crap.
Is that why I suddenly have a gem that I didn't have before?
Yep.
Just don't get us in trouble, Reginald.
Let's see, and there's a dead cat for you, and I've got a dagger that you might like as well.
Cool. All right, so 2 long swords, Mitchell. What next?
2 mace. Maces?
Do you want a mace, a morning star, or a flail?
Mace.
Okay.
That should be fine for my starting equipment. I mean, 2 of the cheap helmets, if you can get them, just so we don't have... Because helmets in this game are important, because I believe they make you immune to crits.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else that you guys can think of that we want? This all appears to
That
be like
should-
equipment and armor. I don't see like potions and stuff.
You're going to
Yeah.
want whatever gear you want for yourself.
Yeah.
Now, I have what's the word? What's the word when not efficiency with certain weapons?
Proficiency?
What is that called? Proficiency. With a short bow. Could I still get a longbow?
Yeah, but you have a lower chance to hit.
Okay, we'll start with the short bow. Okay, so I clicked done. I appear to have all that stuff. How do I give it to you guys?
So pick it up out of your inventory and then drop it onto Mitchell's character portraits.
Okay, so there's one from... Okay. Now, why did that go back to there? Okay, I see. All right, I don't understand quick weapons and all that stuff, so you guys...
So
will have
quick
to-
weapons are the 4 weapons, or 2 weapons, depending on your class and character, that you can equip and cycle in between for your right-handed weapon. And then over on the right of that is shield, but you can also put a second weapon in that if you're dual wielding.
I don't see anything about left hand, right hand. I just have a thing that says quick weapons and 2 slots underneath it.
Right. Those are your primary weapons.
Okay. Where do I put my arrows? on my
They
inventory.
go in the
quiver, I
top
see
left. Yeah. Girl, I already got an armor class of 0.
Mine's -2. Suck on it.
What's your dex?
18, I think.
Mine's 19. Do you have like special armor?
And I have single weapon proficiency, which is how I usually
Oh.
run 2 AC.
Gotcha. I like to use that double weapons for them damage outputs.
Now, why when I'm in my inventory, I see armor class 10, dexterity -4. Why is my dexterity -4?
That means
the lower
it's,
the better.
yeah, so it's 4 extra for your armor class.
Oh, that's
basically.
gonna be so weird to get used to. All right, I need to buy me some armor real quick.
Thematically, though, Mitchell, I just like having a sword in one hand and the offhand free for like spell casting.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Because you're a fighter wizard, right?
Yep.
Caleb, did you grab helmets for my guys?
No, what kind of helmet?
I don't care. Maybe just, are there different kinds of helmets?
They're all the same.
There's-
They just look a little different.
Do you want one that looks like something like the Knights Templar would wear, something with horns, or something with like dragon fins on the side?
Dragon fins and Knights Templar.
Good choice. My guy's got a spiky hat.
Yeah.
All right, Knights Templar. There. All right. I think we might be ready.
Let's do it.
So I will
So
say,
first off, we should test our metal.
yes, we should. And I will say that this opening town is probably going to take us a little while to complete.
Something amiss?
Yeah,
But there is a lot of experience to be gained here.
agreed. Also, Caleb, if you hold down the tab key, you can see contextual stuff of everything.
Like who's who?
Yeah. And also, like, what you can pick up, what you can search, what you can loot. You should talk to Grisella.
Talk to this big bone lady over here.
She's...
It's making me walk around the counter for some reason.
Yeah. Hello there, dearie. Welcome to the Winter's Cradle Tavern. My name's Grisella. I own and operate this fine establishment. What can I get for you? You notice a very big, gross, hairy mole on her chin.
I have some questions for you.
Sorry, dearie, I haven't the time to chit-chat with you. I've a tavern to run, you know. If you're looking to catch up on local gossip, I suggest you buy around and mingle with some of the other patrons.
How about a drink?
A drink? Of course, dearie. After all, this is a tavern. Plenty to drink here.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, well, you see, I'm a bit of a bind right now. I've just run out of literally everything. I've nothing to offer you in the way of a drink at this moment.
You've run out of everything?
Well, the tavern hasn't completely run dry. I do have some stock down in the cellar, but...
But what?
Well, this is rather embarrassing, but I'm having somewhat of a pest problem down in that dirty old cellar, and I'm afraid to go down there. I do so hate bugs. Just the thought of those nasty, creepy crawlies send shivers down me spine.
I see. Is there anything I can do to help?
That's awfully sweet of you, dearie, but I don't expect you to go through any trouble on my account. I'm sure I'll think of something.
I could see to your pest problem for a price, of course.
I suppose I could scrape together a couple of coins as payment for such a service. Let me see. How about 5 gold? That's one for each of you, including your dead bear. Would that do, dearie?
5 is plenty.
Wonderful! The stairs at the cellar are in the back room. Now you be careful down there, dearie. Don't let those little buggers creep back up here, all right?
All right,
So,
so you're going to have
we
to
wanna
tell
take
me how to
these
fight
steps.
things.
Click on them.
That's it?
Yep.
How does...
Your time draws near.
I'm on it.
And Mitch, you might want to change her
God
scripting
grant
a
me
little.
strength.
How so?
I don't know if we want her to fight or just be a healer. Whatever you want to do.
So that's it. We killed all them buggers. And see,
So by
Yay!
So by clicking
nothing
on
down
the
here.
different things on the bottom row, does that change what I'm attacking with, that kind of thing?
Yes.
Like what
Yes.
is all this stuff on the bottom?
So the thing that looks like a big square is like find traps. The thing that looks like a face is to try to hide, but you can't be in line of sight with like anything to hide. And the other one is for stealing. Also, Caleb, make sure you buy a lot of arrows.
Yeah.
I currently have like
Agreed.
60. Do I need more than that?
Yeah, you're gonna need like
Yeah.
600. Talk to this lady first, though, so we can get our reward.
I want my 5 gold, son.
Let me have that gold, Grisella. I
I
don't know.
get
I have to walk
Bigsby's
around the
gold.
counter every time. It
I
is
need
done.
like
Those
getting
bugs
rid of
won't
those
trouble you
nasty bugs.
anymore. Oh, sorry, I
Thank
didn't
you,
know this was
dearie.
dialogue.
You're a lifesaver. Just do me one more favor. Keep this little bug problem between you and me. I don't want folks thinking Grisella's place isn't clean. Run along now.
Hey, we got XP.
Yep, so you see that
Yup.
1,200 will be evenly divided amongst us.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna go pick up some arrows real quick.
Done.
I'll catch up to you guys.
I'm gonna stand awkwardly near all these children over here and think about Bigsby.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on it.
Oh, there was dialogue for a second, then it went away. Did you just
That
quickly
was the
cycle
score.
through it?
I just clicked on the shopkeep.
Gotcha.
I think we should save this squirrel. I don't know how, but I want to.
I agree.
So now I have no inventory space because I'm completely full of arrows.
That's
Sweet.
not a bad thing. Also, are the arrows in stacks of 30?
I think they're in 40 or 80, something like that.
I think you can double stack them, but I don't know what they're at for you, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, 80. Yeah, so 80's the double stack.
Okay, so where to, guys?
I'm following you, man.
You shouldn't follow me because I'm trying to like get a feel for how the game works. So I'm
Yeah, but
I
following
also
you.
want you to explore.
Exploring can be following behind somebody while you learn the game.
That's true. You can just click. You can click on Chad's character portrait, and they'll auto follow.
Yep, and I don't know which of these people have things to say. I just know a few of them do.
So did dialogue just pop up for you?
Yeah. Sorry, friend. I didn't see you standing there. Name's Yonan. Something I can do for you.
Are you alright? You seem preoccupied.
No, I'm fine. Just taking in the view of the lake for a bit, trying to shake these dreams out of my head. Lake's beautiful, isn't it?
Dreams? Usually those fade upon waking, friend. Mayhaps a day worth of fishing will chase them away.
Well, the dreams have been fishing in me of late, friend. So much so I can barely catch a wink before they rouse me from it. A frustration it is at times. Sometimes it seems like they're more real than the waking world.
I must take leave.
I was interested in his dreams, but whatever.
How does that damn song go?
Well, the other option was red, so I thought I couldn't click on it. Like, what kind of dreams?
I don't think so.
It was red on my screen.
Weird. But I mean, I'm not saying I think you could have clicked on it.
I feel as though this man has something important to say.
Let's talk to
Agreed.
Askel.
Pretty much, if they have a name, you want to talk to him. Chad, you want to do this guy?
Oh, thank the gods, whoever you are. You picked the perfect time to wander by. I could really use some help.
What seems to be the problem?
A wolf somehow got into my workshop and is tearing the place apart. It attacked me as I was opening the shop this morning. I was so startled by the sight of the beast I accidentally broke the key off in the lock while trying to get away. Now I can't even get back in.
What exactly do you want me to do?
Well, I would like it if you went and kicked the door in and killed the wolf.
Very well. I'll dispatch your troublesome wolf.
I sincerely thank you. The door to my shop is just around the corner here. Please get rid of the demonic canine as soon as possible.
Alright, so where is Aspel's shop?
Over
The
this
journal
way.
has been updated.
It's this door. I think you got to lockpick it though.
You could, or I think you can kick it down.
Yeah.
How do I lockpick
So-
it?
It's the little eyeball kind of like mask symbol.
Left screen, right at bottom.
Very bottom, very bottom. Bottom row.
It just,
Sorry,
I have
forget that
stealth.
this is all. Did you put any points in lockpicking?
I maxed lockpicking.
You should have a little mask or like bag looking icon. You click on that and then click on the door.
Don't have it.
The icon kind of looks like Robin's mask. You know, like a figure 8 symbol.
Thieving?
Maybe.
Lockpick succeeded.
I'm gonna say yes.
Wait for me, guys.
Don't stand up front.
This one's mine.
I told him don't stand up front.
I'll lead him this way.
Run, Oothgharte, run. We got him.
I miss
Now, can we, like,
Bigsby even
search-
more now?
How can we like loot the wolf somehow?
If he has anything to loot, it will appear above his corpse. It's not like we
Okay.
loot his body as a container.
Gotcha.
Caleb, hold still.
Holding still.
And Caleb, you'll be able to see when you mouse over things. There's a little question mark. That means you can investigate them further. But I don't think there's anything too interesting in here.
Yeah, I hit tab. I didn't see anything in the room.
Agreed.
So where's Aspel? We need to tell him that wolf is dead.
I wanted to pet him.
Ah, my friend, the wolf is no more. I am now a happy man. Thank you for helping me. Here's a little something for your trouble.
He just whips out his
Whatever.
Johnson.
25 gold. Item dropped on ground.
Yeah, see it laying there?
You dropped some arrows. I'll hold on to them for you.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to give some of the arrows to our flesh golem, she can just carry them.
Bigsby would make a good pack mule.
Bigsby
Yeah.
was full of dead cats.
That's true.
That could have been undone.
No, it actually couldn't. Those cats were not removable.
Lest he growl at thee.
All right. So where to, gentlemen?
Let's explore south.
And what did you say that I could do to auto follow?
Click on the character portrait of someone who
Of-
isn't you, obviously.
Yay!
This guy is named Churin. He probably has something to say.
Does he?
I'm still
Probably.
outside, even though I'm supposedly following. I guess I still
We
have to
still
click on the
click
door
on
thing.
doors.
Done.
Gotcha. What you doing, Churin? Just churring out?
Good day. I am Churin.
Well met, I am Oothgharte. What do you do here, Churin?
Sure. Nothing much. I manage this
Well,
warehouse
that's-
here for the fishmonger. Gaspar. I get paid a sum to store scrimshaw and emergency food supplies here through the harsh winters.
Well, that certainly sounds like it would be important in a place like this. What does the rest of East Haven do?
Most of them fish for knucklehead trout in Lake Denishire. It's not a rich living in terms of wealth, but living up here, a man can still lead a very rich life.
I see. Heard anything interesting lately?
Well, Spending as much time as I do here in this stuffy old warehouse, I don't get to hear much gossip. If you really want to know what's going on in these parts, I suggest you buy a few rounds over at the Winter's Cradle Tavern from that big old gal with the weird thing on her chin. You know, sounds like this. You'll find that drinking and spinning yarns are two of East Haven's favorite pastimes.
All right, I'll try my luck there.
So I guess he didn't have anything important to say.
What a dick.
What a jerk.
Even though he had a name and everything.
Done.
I know. It's more indicative of, like, this is a person that has dialogue as opposed to this is a person who is a townsperson. Strange blue-skinned woman. You see this?
Am I allowed to hit this one?
Not yet, Reginald. Reginald, hold. So this is a descriptor. This woman has the skin like the surface of the lake, light green hair and delicate features, like that of an elf. At your approach, she begins to sing a soft, flowing song, like the sound of a great undersea current, but you have no idea why the song reminds you of that. In a moment, the song and the feeling passes, and the woman looks at you hopefully.
I'm sorry, I don't understand you.
The woman looks pained, but she does not respond.
So our journal has been updated. We encountered a strange blue-skinned woman upon the shores of East Haven. She spoke in song, and she seemed pained when we couldn't understand her. There must be something drawing her to East Haven, but we know not what. I don't know which one of these to choose. Begone from here, spirit, maybe?
Well, I wouldn't want to fight her. Who knows what she is?
Oh, if I scroll, there's more. There's farewell. It looked like I only had two options to, like, attack her or to, like, yell at her. So we'll just say farewell.
On that note, after encountering the strange blue-skinned woman, we should take a break.
Q is quick.
I'm down for that. Tell me how.
I think it's just Q, isn't it?
Q, yeah.
Do we get some kind of on-screen indicator that it was successful?
You have a little thing
Quick
on the bottom
save
that says it was
successful.
saved.
Pause
Yep.
for saving game.
All right. So, as always, thank you all so very much for watching. We highly appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye!